Interesting. What in the... Yeah, what am I going to do? What am I going to do now? Run for it! Just wait for them to finish then leave. It can't take that long, can it? Speak with them openly in good faith as men of reason. Yeah, and then we're in a kind of mutually assured destruction thing. Yeah, just wait for them to finish. I shouldn't just sit here and watch in any case. If I can't get out of here before the sisters arrive in the morning, it might be even worse. Oh, that's true. It might be awful if Zadina finds me first. Maybe we're friends. I can't tell with her. No, I will wait. Just a little patience. Huh. Have I fallen asleep? Is that what this represents? What am I trying to do? Andreas! When are you coming home? I'll be home soon. I'm a little nervous about this girl, Sabine. Don't worry yourself over it. I barely knew your mother before we were married. Besides, you need a wife if you're going to start your workshop as a master. That's the law. Yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? No, of course not. Good. If it weren't for the work I did for the rector, you never would have had the opportunity. Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. I know, Dad. We'll see you when you get back. Sure, alright. Do I want to go to the middle? Sabine! Oh, it's you. I only have a picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you're like. Do you really want to get married to a stranger? Why should that matter? Right, everyone keeps saying that. That's why I'm saying it to you now. Because I'm saying it to myself. Exactly. I'll see you soon, Andreas. For real, I mean. I suppose that's true. Until then. Welcome back, Andreas. It has been too long since you graced this court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kearsau Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it, though. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive and violence not being part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He's of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. A whole lot of inconceivable things happen on this hell of an earth, Andreas. As we have better explanation, I do not deny that it is possible. I believe it is extremely improbable. So what do you intend to do about it? When I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe that he'll see that there are more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? I have to save Brother Piero's life. He has no one else to help him. Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble before his elders honours also his gods. Of course you'd say that, old man. Yes, the man most famous for, he's like famous for kind of heresy and blasphemy. Yes, he loves the gods. He's right, though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. I understand why the brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. Why does that abbot care about the death of a useless old fart like Lorenz Rothvigel anyway? Powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the abbey. Oh no, the abbey! Who cares about those hypocrites? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side, using the tools favoured by men such as him. How cynical is this little court? Reason? Ha! When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Wisdom? Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. Authority? Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freising. You have no authority with him. Honesty? You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. If reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, what am I left with? Hope. Lies! Truth. Above all, faith in Providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There were other people in Kirsau Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. Prior Ferenic feared the Baron would report his occult interest to Inquisitors. How so? Prior Ferenic and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressing the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Kirsau. When Ferenic refused, the Baron threatened to turn him in to the Inquisition. How did you come by this knowledge? I found written evidence, a letter from Ferenic to the Baron in which he discusses all of these matters. It is a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul! He could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed, all for a little curiosity. Better to say stupid and ignorant, that's what I say. We're well aware. Responsibly... Oh, this worry of dangerous books started in the University of Paris. Shouldn't even be an issue out here. Whether the proclamation was made by a bishop of Paris or by the Pope himself, the danger remains. Prior Ferenic feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the Prior have accomplished the deed? I'm not certain. I haven't found anything I think he could have used as a weapon. It would be a challenge to convince the Archdeacon that a Prior committed a murder this foul. If you mean to suggest Ferenic is a suspect, you must find a weapon to convince the Archdeacon. Are there any others you suspect? I found no other suspect. What are you talking about, man? Foolish man. You've brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andres. What about, I know the old woman's got a similar argument against as Brother Piero, but she's got motive and the broken stick. Pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm prepared to meet the day. I'm really not. Before you go, Andres, there is one more thing to consider. You'll be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know, but you need not tell him everything. What do you mean? She means you should only tell him about people you don't mind dying. That's one way of putting it. Okay. So any information I give can make him go, oh, well, this person's guilty. There is a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All of the people with motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right, no point throwing everyone to it. I protest any attempted deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I have faith in Providence. Until we meet again, Andreas, God be with you. And also with you, Your Majesty. Oh, did I just, sleep through everything? Andreas! Andreas, wake up! Uh-oh. Are you here for the books or for me? Okay. Do I say for Zadina? Looking for clues, trying to figure out who killed the Baron? You, of course. I'd call you a liar, but I know it's the truth. You probably pray every evening that when you knock on the door in the morning that I'll answer instead of Illuminata. Something like that. Do you want to keep talking? What else would we do? I don't have time for this. Wait, is that Illuminata coming? What are you doing? Kiss me! Kiss her, even though it's probably a bad idea. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I don't think we have time for that. We probably shouldn't actually... I probably shouldn't have done that. I don't think we've got time for this. Sister Sedina, are you here yet? Uh-oh. Andreas! Sister Sedina? What are you doing? Andreas Marla, I cannot believe you. Taking advantage of a young nun. May the Lord have mercy on you for this wickedness. Are you all right, sister? Did he hurt you? I will tell Mother Cecilia about this at once. He will be punished. Oh, I'm fine, Sister Leonata. Thank you so much. You don't need to tell Mother Superior. I'm certain Andreas regrets what he did, and it will never, ever happen again. Oh, I see. Can't believe you. Either of you. You may have no respect for this vocation, Sister, and Andreas. I don't expect you to understand as you are only a guest. But this is my home. This library is my charge. This is my vocation for the rest of my life. You have no right to violate it in this way. Now explain yourself, Andreas. If you did not come here to seduce a young nun, why did you? No, I was looking at the Abbey's admissions records for clues about the Baron's death, let's be honest. What did the Abbey records have to do with Baron Rothfagel's murder? I learned the Baron hurt one of the sisters on his last visit to Kiersau. Oh, I see. Yes, Sister Matilda. What happened to her was evil. But if you were reading about Sister Matilda, you can't really believe she killed the Baron. Matilda killed Baron Rothfagel? Shush, of course not. I sincerely doubt that it's possible. Grief makes people do terrible things. This is not appropriate for us to discuss any further. You should speak to Sister Matilda or Mother Cecilia. I can't speak with you. It is not my story to tell, and in case you've forgotten, you shouldn't even be here. Please leave. Immediately. I'm sorry for the trouble, as you should be. Come, Sister Sedina, we have work to do. That was a terrible idea. I should find someone to eat with. Wait, no, what? No. What time is it? I don't know how much time I've got left. Hello. Andreas, wait. Andreas. There you are. Mind your language, brother. I've no time for delicacies. It's the Archdeacon. He's come early, with an entire retinue in tow. No, I don't have time. He's questioning everyone who knew the Baron and Brother Piero. I've already told him the little I know. He expects to speak with you today at Nones. He requested you specifically. I went to the Gertners at Vespers to try to warn you, and you never showed up. Where were you all night? Just out. You know how it is. No, I don't. I'm a monk. Anyway, he's questioning everyone in the chapter house, and he's keenly interested in you. He's been informed of my investigation, then? It's no secret you've been poking about the town and the abbey, sticking your nose in the rot. I hope your prying has borne fruit, or Piero's neck will meet the sword. I don't think I can say that's true. I'm well aware of the stakes, thank you. If I had a couple more days... Whatever happens, Piero knows you've been working hard on his behalf, and he's grateful for it. Only, Andreas... What is it? It's just, you know as well as I do, the Baron was not a good man. I'm not saying he deserved what he got, just... You think hard about what you tell the Archdeacon, and who you tell him about. You understand? You don't need to worry, I found nothing that implicates you. I'll just smile. It's not me I'm worried about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shout. You don't deserve that. All I'm saying is, if in your searching you heard anything about a certain sister, I'd ask you to keep it to yourself. I'll do what I can to protect the sisters from censure. That's all I would ask of you. Be well, Andreas. I will pray for Piero's deliverance tonight. You should as well. Okay, so we haven't actually got enough information about anything or anyone. Right, map. I want to go to the Priory, don't I? Where's that? No, I want the Prior's room. We went past it at one point. Was it... It's not the abbot's house. Prior's house. Oh, it's just that here. Okay, this is not where I was expecting to end up, but alright. Probably where the funds of the Abbey are stored. The sacristy is also the treasury. Monstrance, chalice, pattern, chiborum, and purificator. Almost everything is out. Something. Armories hold all the vestments Father Gernot and Brother Matthew used during Mass. Back to the church. That was the wrong place. It zoomed out, and I was suddenly terrified. Right. Can I break into his house without him noticing? Yes. Hello. Someone was in a hurry to get rid of this parchment. Smells recent. Probably wasn't burned more than a day ago. That's not helpful. Found the burned remnants of a note in Prior Ferenic's house. It's unclear that the contents of the notes were, but it was written in purple ink with exceptionally fine lettering. That is a code to something. There are deep indentations in this parchment. Whoever wrote on this page above it must have been angry. I wonder if I can make a charcoal rubbing of this page and reveal the content of the writing. Baron Rothvagel. Trotz eure... I don't know what any of this means. I can kind of pronounce it, but that's kind of it. So often Baron. Yes, the Baron was oft. Yes. So that's from Ferenic. There we go. Ah, clear as an alpine day. It's a letter to the Baron from Prior Ferenic. Ah, this must be where Ferenic wrote the letter I wrote in the guest house. Lorenz was blackmailing Ferenic. It's the same text. So I now have a bit more evidence. But I don't have the weapon. Must be used to decipher something, but what? Okay, so I haven't found anything. Right, what do I need to do? What's the doing now? I could talk to Ferenic. Ah, Andreas, what an awful time, awful time. Baron murdered at Kirsau. These are dark days indeed. Brother Piero, I admit, I would never have thought him the type. What could have possessed him? The devil can make monsters of even the holiest men, Prior Ferenic, but Piero? All men are weak to Satan's temptations, Andreas, even old men. But you have come to me for a reason. Do you need something? You rushed into the scriptorium and hid something strange at your desk. Pardon? And why were you sneaking about the scriptorium? I was thinking I dropped a bottle of paint on the floor and was clearing it up. I could have left it there if you'd preferred. The floor is rather drab in the scriptorium. This ungrateful wretch. Let us seek a common understanding, Master Marla, as two brothers in Christ. I love to understand things. The scriptorium is my domain, and you are a guest here. And so long as that is true, I do not answer to you, but the abbot only. Is that clear? I suppose. Praise be. Will that be all from you, then? For now. Bless you, Master Marla.